Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. Yes, sir, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yeah, what's good? What's good? Yo, I'm back at it again. Yo, man, I was on a live last night. You know what I'm saying? I know some of my subs was over there on my live with me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up. But I'm gonna get into this video, man. I seen them on speak. And I'm gonna play that clip with Keyshawn Johnson on there talking about will a number two open up the offense for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. But I'm like, he's always had number ones and twos. Matter of fact, he's had two number ones. Number one at the Z, number one at the X. Shit, he had number ones at the Y. So they were talking about him. If he get a solid number two receiver, will that open up the Cowboys offense? But I'm like, damn, what was wrong with Cooks? What the fuck was wrong with Cooks? I'm like, shit, but there's an article, man. I know y'all done seen it, you know. And I know y'all are supposed to have heard it, but I'm just want to mention this again because it's crazy that Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, called top free agent to lure him to the Cowboys. So, a $60 million quarterback and his, what, 30, what, $4-5 million receiver? They throwing shade on Cooks because at the time when they went to holler at Cooper Kupp, you know what I'm saying? Cooks was still on the team. Or either he was released at the time as a free. If he was a free agent at the time, he might have been on the market at the time. I'm not sure when his interview or when they did this, was he still on the team technically, or was he a free agent like on the market at the time? I don't know either or. But why wouldn't they lobbying for Cooks to come back? Why they go try to go get Cooper Kupp? And if we got a quarterback of Dak's caliber, why does he need? Basically, he need a number one at the wide receiver two spot. Why can't he? Why can't he do it with the receivers he got? But let's just get into Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, this just basically talking about Dak and CD trying to go get Cooper Kupp. Meanwhile, you got a solid number two with Cooks already on the team. Why couldn't they just vouch for Cooks to stay on the team? But let's get into what they were talking about on Speak.
True number two unlock the offense for Dak and the Cowboys.
I think so. I think so. A guy who could help CeeDee Lamb lift coverages, a guy who can play inside, outside, just like Mike Tannenbaum talked about. When you get a guy that's just not a one-trick pony that can do multiple things for you, is a willing participant in the run game. He doesn't mind eating up different coverages to get CeeDee Lamb open. I think that helps a lot. He is a big body. He runs well. He's not a 4-3 guy. Most wide receivers in the National Football League that are the best guy don't run 4-3 anyway. Everybody ain't Tyreek Hill. Okay, I mean, many people think that you got to be a 4-3 dude to kill in the National Football League. That's not the truth at all. You just got to be able to know how to get open, catch the football, something that you paid to do, and get the.
Damn, Cooks wasn't able to do that. But listening to Cooks, which I made my video about it the other day, he said they didn't use him right. So damn, is it the quarterback or is it the receivers? Because Dak has had plenty ones and plenty twos on his team to succeed. And I think Cooks was a viable weapon at the number 2 spot. He's a veteran that damn near got 1,000 yards with every quarterback he's played with. So what is this thing with them? Why isn't Cooks enough? Even the Dak fanboys say Cooks wasn't good enough. He had him in 2023 and 2024, but Cooks wasn't good enough.
The football into the end zone, but I do look at them and I say, well, if you go back to Amari Cooper, when they acquired him from I think it was the Oakland Raiders at the time, they were still in Oakland. When they acquired him, they were not very good on third down. The moment that they got him, Dak Prescott's entire career changed, Joy, at the quarterback position with Amari Cooper, because you can utilize him on third down. You can move him into the slot. Now you can put him on the backside at the X receiver, dictating the coverage to the quarterback, pre-snap read. Oh, okay. I know he's over here. I know it's one guy over there. Now I know.
Yeah, Amari Cooper was a technician at running routes too, though. And see, that's a flaw with Dak. He got to have receivers that are precise route runners. And to me, that's a limitation on his skills and his productivity as a quarterback. He always got to have precise route runners because he has no anticipation when a receiver's just open, who just know how to get open with their talent. Bam, bam. Every wide receiver ain't precise route runners, but they're good receivers. They top dog receivers. They know how to man up and get open on their own talent. I'm just saying their skill itself. Because everybody, as they say, is not a technician at running routes. That's what makes some receivers different than others or more special than others. And that's what the type of receiver that Dak needs. You can't just give him a good-ass receiver. You might not be a technician at every route on the route tree, but he can run them routes and get open with his speed, with his talent, with his intelligence, knowing the open spaces in the zone and shit. It's like Dak receivers got to be perfect. His running back got to be perfect. Everything got to be perfect for this guy.
I can spit the ball out over there while they're doubling CeeDee Lamb. So they need to do those sort of things, and they haven't had that presence since they traded away Amari Cooper.
Man, that's a lie.
Which was a bad move at that time.
That is a lie.
They
shouldn't have traded Amari Cooper. I get that, but that's a lie. Because he's had Gallup. He's had CD and Amari Cooper, all of them at the same time with goddamn Schultz and Jarwin and Randall Cobb and Cedric Wilson. I'm like, he's had X, Y, and Z. He's had ones at the 1 and 2. He's had twos at the 2. He's had twos at the Z to X. I mean, he's had it all, bro. What's going to make it any difference by letting Cooks go and trying to get Cook or some other receiver or draft a young receiver out of the draft, this coming up draft? What does that matter? What does that mean? Why? When you got Tolbert, you got Brooks, you got Flournoy, you got Mingo. Now the Dak fanboys saying the 4th round pick they gave up for Mingo was a steal. But before they was dogging him. They don't know what they want to do, bro. They don't know what they want to do, man. It's crazy. But we're going to look at Cooks. Go check it, man. The guys that play with, the dude that played with, let's see here. Brandon Cooks. He's played with Tom Brady, that 1 year with the Patriots. 1 year with Tom Brady, the man had 114 targets, 65 receptions for 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. This is what Tom Brady in 1 year. He played with Drew Brees 3 seasons. He got hurt his rookie season. But this next 2 seasons with over 1,000 yards again. That's the second quarterback. Jared Goff with the Rams. He went over 1,000 yards with Jared Goff. He had some concussions. He got hurt again. But the point, and then he had, and this is with Chris Mills with the Texans. The man, the 2 of the 3 years he was with the Texans, over 1,000 yards. 2 of the 3 years with the Saints, over 1,000 yards. 1 year with Tom Brady and the Patriots, 1,000 yards. 2 years with Goff, 1,000 yards. He gets with Dak Prescott, the $60 million man. Top 5. Runner up the MVP. Second team All-Pro. And he barely eclipsed, he didn't even get 1,000 yards in 2 seasons with Dak Prescott. So he was valuable even up in the 2020 season, the 2022 season. 2020, 2021. He got a little down in Houston playing with Chris Mills. So Chris Mills is better than Dak Prescott? He still had more yards with Houston with Chris Mills the 3 seasons he was there. Hell, in the 2 seasons he was with Dak, he didn't even eclipse close to 700 yards, bro. I know the 2024 season he was in and out of games with his knee, but he was had injuries with other quarterbacks too. But he still went over 1,000 yards. This man has 1,000 seasons. Every quarterback he's played with, he's been over 1,000 yards, except for Dak Prescott. And that got to show you that we've got rid of so many coaches, so many players on offense and defense, so many coaches on offense and defense. But Dak Prescott since 2016 is the only one that remains there. So what is it? Who is it, man? Why we got to waste a first-round pick on a receiver or a running back when we can build the trenches on the D-line, specifically what I'm looking for, and the O-line? This dude he's had a plethora of weapons to be able to do what he needed to do. Come on, man. He need a strong number 2. He had a number 2 with Brandon Cooks. And it's mighty funny to me, bro, that Brandon Cooks is right there on the team, but they going out there trying to find other receivers when Brandon Cooks is right there. So to me, they trying to do something for Dak. So even the organization thinks that Brandon Cooks wasn't good enough for Dak. I don't believe that, man. Because watch when he get with the Saints. We're gonna see this season when he get back with the Saints. When he playing with Derek Carr, because Derek Carr gonna get him that ball. They tripping. They tripping. Yo, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. This fuss about Dak needing a good number 2 that's gonna help CD. That's gonna help him. Man, please, that's bullshit. Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak. Yeah, check.